Part 1. The value of honesty and inner strength. Asterisk, being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you, because everyone is only thinking about themselves. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting your own. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends can turn into strangers one day. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Share your progress, not your goals, and you'll always stay motivated. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being by yourself is far superior to being with bad people. The people who ask the most from you are the ones who do the least for you. Take your responsibilities seriously, but not yourself. Fear is not there to stop you. It's there to show you that you're interested and that you care. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. If you put her on a pedestal, she has no choice but to look down on you. People give advice based on their perspective, not yours. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. Don't do anything you'll have to lie about later. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Don't look for happiness. It's always inside you. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. Self-care is realizing that you are your greatest obstacle. Your parents were right many times, even if not academically qualified. Stop insulting them when they advise you. Act like you've been there before. Overthinking ruins you. It twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything worse than it really is. If you're going to get angry, ask yourself, will I remember this in 10 years? You only get one body. Take care of it. It's resilient, but it gives what you put in. If someone emphasizes that they're telling the truth, you can be sure they're lying. All you have power over is what you decide to do with your time today. You will never ruin a role if you play yourself. Part 2. Friendship, letting go, and personal courage. Asterisk. Don't compare the behind the scenes of your life to someone else's highlight reel. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is part of getting. At first, you choose a partner based on their looks and enjoy until you realize your children won't be raised by their looks, but by their values. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. To know who your true friends are, look for the ones who say good things behind your back and bad things to your face. Letting go is very hard, but it's the best thing to do. With time, the more wins you collect against fear, the more fearless you will become. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option to them. If you're a friend to everybody, you're an enemy to yourself. We're born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. The biggest thing you must accept is change. You don't live once. You live many lives within one. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in other people. Can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they'll ever say. Everything that you do creates a dot. Someday, you'll connect those dots and understand your past. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere. Persistence is what keeps you going. You can fall in love more than once. And when someone you love leaves, most of the time, it's for the good. If someone tries to bring you down, it only means you're above them. Don't make promises if you don't intend to keep them. It may mean nothing to you, but it might mean the world to someone else. Going back to your ex is like taking a shower and putting on dirty underwear again. Part 3. Clear thinking, life purpose, and practical action. Keep an open mind and act. Like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. You don't find your purpose somewhere else. You create your purpose exactly where you are, and you bring meaning to it. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of taking it for granted, be grateful and do good with what you have. You grow rich, not from material things, but from new experiences. That action breeds more clarity than thought. You can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. The life you experience is simply a reflection of your mindset. Chasing happiness leads to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. All you have is the now, and what you choose to do with it. Not be smart enough to ask for advice, but wise enough to know who to seek it from. If you can drop anything from your world, drop the ego. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you'll see all around you, and the more generous life will seem. You won't forget some bad things. You'll just stop caring, and that's enough until that happens. Don't stress too much about it. Success is not about your resources. It's about how resourceful you are with what you already have. Fear limits most people, and it seeps into all their decisions. Do your best to control it, overcome it, and celebrate when you defeat it. You cannot swim to new horizons unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. It's never too late to do the things you've always wanted to do. Don't let naysayers discourage you. They may be projecting their own insecurities. You can't change what already happened, no matter whose fault it was. Don't be mad about it. Deal with it. People will always project their fears and limits onto you. You must build a shield to protect yourself from that noise. Part 4. Forgiveness, hurt, and growth in pain. Do not discuss your past with anyone. Only you know its true story and its significance. Others may not understand, or worse, use it against you. Your tomorrow can be completely different from your today. If you try, keep crying about what's not working today, and I promise your tomorrow won't work either. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never hear it. Your life won't go as planned. And trust me, that's a good thing. I remember sitting alone, thinking I had hit rock bottom. But during that time, I met people who shared lessons that saved me. Maybe these lessons are exactly what you need right now. People aren't for you or against you. They're for themselves. What is coming is better than what is gone. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Let people go. Let relationships end. Your true friends become visible when you're at your lowest. The only way out is through. You are stronger than you think. You've gotten through every bad day in your life. You are undefeated. Nobody will watch out for you like you. Not even your closest ones. Once you face your fear, you'll realize nothing is ever as hard as you thought. Out of difficulties, grow miracles. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Not everyone you meet has pure intentions. The days when you feel like doing nothing are the days you need to do the most. The only thing you can control is how you feel, do, and think. Stop trying to change other people. It almost never works. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Sometimes you only find your true direction when you let the wind of change carry. You never sacrifice your growth for anyone. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Part 5. Courage, inner strength, and self-responsibility. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever comes. Next, you never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Change is not a threat. It's an invitation to live. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. Keep your expectations to yourself. Expect less. You'll suffer less. Life is not always fair. Sometimes people who lie and cheat come out on top. But no matter how bad it seems, keep battling on, hoping and wishing won't change anything. Only different decisions and hard work will. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. When patience pays off, you'll realize you haven't waited for too long. You've got to love yourself before you can truly love others. When something hurts you, the pain comes to teach a lesson, not to punish. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Don't let memories of your past limit the potential of your future. There are no limits in life except the ones in your mind. We must face the challenge, not wish it would disappear. Letting go isn't a one-time thing. It's something you have to do every single day. Difficult roads always lead to beautiful destinations. There comes a time in your life when you must decide to turn the page, write a new book, or simply close it. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person. Who walked in. Courage is the most important virtue, because without it, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Most people will deceive you if you give them even half a chance. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Part 6. Risk, change, and the meaning of life. Life is inherently risky. There's only one big risk you should avoid at all costs: doing nothing. Every next level of your life will demand a different version of you. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Don't let anyone make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. The greatest danger in life is taking too many precautions. The most important thing in life is learning how to fall bad days. Build better days. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. People tend to complicate their own lives, as if living wasn't already complicated enough. A tough lesson in life is realizing not everyone wishes you well. There is neither happiness nor unhappiness in this world. There's only the comparison between two states. Only someone who's felt ultimate despair can truly feel ultimate bliss. Hard times are blessings in disguise. We must suffer, but suffering makes us stronger, better, and wiser. Rehearsing situations in your head is a waste of time. Reality is always different from your imagination. People will walk in and out of your life, and those you least expect will become just a memory of a time you once thought was permanent. One of life's biggest lessons: we heal at the speed of our forgiveness. A little foolishness to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid its mistakes. That will do. Hard times don't create heroes. They reveal the hero within us. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. The greatest act of courage is stepping out of your past so you can finally live your dreams. Nothing in your life will change unless you change. Part 7. Choosing people, acting at the right time, and self-worth. You think you know someone, but most of the time, you just know what you want to believe about them. It took me a long time to learn this. You can't just take anything you want from life without giving something back in exchange. Instead of worrying about what you can't control, shift your energy to what you can create. Maturity is when you stop complaining, stop making excuses, and start making changes. You can't understand everything right away. Sometimes you just have to wait. Some goodbyes set you free. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't need to be pushed. Your passion will pull you forward. Life changes for the better when we realize we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend we do. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness of people. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit, but they still grow. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go. If not, you'll never be truly happy. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Climb it, go through it, or work around it. You can't always get what you want, but if you try, you might just get what you need. The first step to going somewhere is deciding you're not going to stay where you are. The hardest thing in life to learn is which bridge to cross and which one to burn. All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you are ready. Part 8. Facing emotions, being grateful, and taking control of your life. Asterisk facing your emotions gives you more strength and happiness in the long run than shutting them down or ignoring them. If you believe strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Guard your thoughts when you're alone and your words when you're with others. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people will spend it for you. Be grateful for what you already have. Even as you pursue more. If there's one lesson life always teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make things happen. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you won't fit in, and that's okay. It's better to just be alone than force yourself to belong. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. When one door closes, another opens. But we often stare so long at the closed door that we miss the one opening right in front of us. Always. Trust your gut. Even when the whole world tells you otherwise. Don't take people for granted. You never know when they'll be gone. And you'll never know how much they meant. Until they're no longer there. Never back down from a real challenge. That's where the best life lessons are found. You are the only person who can be your best friend or your worst enemy. You get to choose which one you become. You can't control the behavior of others, but you can always control your response. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Sometimes you have to lose everything to finally discover who you truly are. People only grow through experience if they're willing to learn from it. Tough times teach us that our resilience is deeper than we imagined. You have to speak up for yourself because no one else will. You won't always be able to help someone change. And one day, you'll realize you've done your best, and they still don't want to grow. Asterisk. And the final part. Decide on your life. Grow up and live with purpose. Asterisk, your life is the result of the choices you make. There is no master plan, just the consequences of every decision. Be cautious with good deeds. Kindness has limits, and some people will exploit your generosity. You can either become a victim of your struggles or emerge as the hero of your life. The most precious thing in the world is time with those you love. We tend to forget that happiness doesn't come from getting something new. It comes from recognizing and appreciating what we already have. Your future? Is your past understood? Have to help yourself. No one else can do it for you. Once you realize that, you will feel more in control of your life.